It's Sundaze. Let's see. Help a little bit better. All right, welcome. I'm Chef Travis Peterson, founder of the Nomad Cook, and we're here Sundays with Nova Cannabis. So last week we had a chance to get with our moms and do some, infused cooking to introduce mom into using CBD. We're now here May long weekend, and I thought, depending where you're in the country, it might actually be nice outside. Obviously here on the West Coast, it's raining. So I thought, why not do a really nice sort of barbecue recipe that we can use for later on. You marinate the night before, let it sit in your fridge overnight. So we are going to skip some of the steps, or just kind of speed up the steps of how long everything will take. So what we've got in all the ingredients that we're going to need, we've got our chicken stock. Okay, I actually made that from scratch. Anytime you do make your chicken stock from scratch, it's going to be a lot more flavorful. We're getting actually all the fatty, gelatinous pieces of the bones coming off. It's really building that flavor. Here we've got some chopped up scallions, green onions, ginger and garlic. We've got oranges. This is our habanero pepper. You can also use a Scotch bonnet pepper. Sweet onion. We've got our lime, maple syrup. We've got our infused grapeseed oil, and then a little spice collection here. So we've got allspice, we've got cinnamon, we've got nutmeg, we've got some salt, and then next we've got our chicken. So first thing you're going to want to do is we're going to want to sear our chicken before we let it sit and marinate overnight. And you almost want to do this any time that you're going to be cooking with chicken, even if you're going to do a chicken breast. Before you go into the oven, sear it on both sides. We're really going to create that fortress around it to maintain all the moisture in there. So what I got here is some chicken thighs, the skin's on, the bone's on. I would prefer to barbecue these, and anytime you have the bone actually attached, it's going to be a lot more flavorful. You can buy skinless boneless if you'd like. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is we're going to want to take the skin off, but don't throw the skin away. You can actually crisp the skin up later in your oven and make a really nice chicken chicharron as a little topping later on. So we just peel the skin off. There. Peel the skin off. Yeah. I'll tell you what, last night I got to do a little sneak peek dinner for some food bloggers, kind of looking at what we're going to be doing for summer. And, it was the first time in 10 weeks I got to put on my uniform. So I thought today, I'm just going to put it back on again. So the Nova Cannabis hat matches pretty well. So, all right. So peeling the skin off. So what we're going to want to do before we sear is we're going to season the chicken. A little bit of salt and pepper. Again, we're slowly building up that flavor. Now, for the infused grapeseed oil, I used my Levo machine, the red thing right there. And the Levo machine, the great thing about it is it really allows for accurate and safe dosing. The control of the temperature for the entire extraction process allows us to really maintain the true terpene essence of the cannabis. And today we're using the Tangerine Dream by San Rafael. The reason I wanted to use this cannabis, again, looking at its terpene profile, the aroma we get, that really nice citrusness, I thought it would be a really nice pairing in here with the with our jerk chicken. Over there. Wash our hands, very, very important. Always important, but even more important now. All right. All right, that's heating up a little bit. So we're going to add a little bit of oil into our pan. Next, we'll season our chicken. So we've got our salt right here. So the key to this process, when we've added, so we've got our infused oil. So we're really what we're doing is we're making our marinade for our chicken to sit in overnight. The THC is going to be in there. Now, when we remove the chicken and cook it in the barbecue or oven, we're not actually going to be infusing the THC in that process. The important part is going to be taking that marinade, putting it in a large pot and reducing it down, reduce it by 60-65% until we get a nice, thick, aromatic, beautiful sauce. So I've actually got a fairly high dosage in my oil right now. I do have about 100 milligrams in there. But the key to remember is when we're going through this cooking process, we're going to be losing a lot of the THC. So when we come down to our actual serving at the end per tablespoon, as we're going to reapply the marinade before and after we barbecue, we're only going to be getting probably about 5 or 6 milligrams of THC per piece of chicken, which is great because if you're like me, you're going to want to eat 2 or 3 pieces of chicken, and that way we can kind of keep a balance. Now, again, you can alter the percentage of cannabis that's going into your oil, or if you do it like me, you can actually create a very high potent, high yielding oil, and then we can actually mix it with some oil that's not infused and kind of concentrate it down. Okay, so pan's nice and hot, chicken into the pan. Now when we're putting our chicken into the pan, you want to go clockwise. The reason you do that is you always know which piece of chicken then, or piece of meat you want to flip and toss first. Again, we're not cooking it here, we're just going to sear it, give it that nice fortress of protection around. Boom, just like that. Alright, while that chicken's searing, we can actually start on our marinade. This is the fun thing with this recipe is that we don't need to do a lot of steps, right? I've done all my Maison Plus, we prepared everything ahead of time, so I'm just going to toss it right into the blender. Now, I love my spice, so I actually put 2 whole habanero peppers in here. However, if you're not a big spicy person, you can easily use jalapenos. You know, you can really, you're not going to get that. By the time we cook this down and get near the end, it's not going to be that spicy if you just put 1 habanero in there. So oranges go in, the scallions, our yellow sweet onion, our infused grapeseed oil, our spices, our lime. So we want to get that lime juice in there. So we squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so while we're doing this, we got a prize to give away. Which prize? So we're going to flip our chicken. We're going to announce our prize winner. All right. So we're looking for that sort of crisp brownness on it. We're not there yet, so we can wait. So we've got a hexagon bong, a rolling tray, a little mini pipe to give away. For those that entered on Instagram and Facebook, we thank you. Our winner is Instagram handle Commotion. Commotion. So entered a couple days ago, entered a week ago when we announced, and made a little posting this morning, tagged me, and it sort of caught my eye. And then as we were just whipping through, we do a kind of a randomization. It was funny, that was one of the names that popped up, and I thought, hey, he made the extra effort to enter the contest almost twice, spacing it out. That's what we want to see. We want to get our attention. Because we got more prizes. We got a really cool prize this next week to give away. Next week's show, I'll be doing it actually from Calgary, Alberta. We're heading out to do a little mini cook in Alberta. Okay, so we've got all our lime juice in there. We've added all our ingredients. Last thing we're going to do is add our chicken stock. Like that. Okay, and then I think the chicken's ready to flip now. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got all our ingredients in here. Lid on top. Now blitz it all up. Just like that. Always taste as you go. Woo! 2 habanero peppers. Woo! Man, that's spicy. Spicy. Good thing it's only me eating this chicken. All right, again, you sear the chicken. You're doing this all the night before. So we know the barbecue's tomorrow. We're going to do this all the night before. Anytime you've got 24 hours to marinate something, do it. You're just going to soak and absorb all that flavor in. So, you see here, it's got a nice sear on my chicken. Okay. My neighbors love me and I set that thing off daily. Okay, so we take our marinade. I'm just gonna go. Just in there like that. Lid goes on into the fridge. Now, again, we go back. When it's time to cook, so I highly recommend barbecuing. I think we're gonna get those really nice flavors. If you've got a Traeger or a smoker, smoker would be the best. Some like smoked applewood chips, just soaking up into that. You get a beautiful, beautiful result with the chicken. But when we take that chicken out, again, take all that liquid, put it into a pot, get that pot boiling, and reduce it down. You know, lose about 60% of it, get it down. It's going to thicken up. It's going to come all stronger. And what we're going to do, once we reduce it down, we coat it on the chicken, right? Let's get some more back onto the barbecue. Then when that chicken comes off the barbecue, boom, right back on top again, coating on. Again, we're going to get about 5 to 6 milligrams of THC per piece of chicken. Now, there is a big variable in that. Anytime we're doing a sauce this way, where we are really cooking down the THC yield in it, it's going to become a little bit weaker and weaker every time we go into heat and cook again. So always keep that in mind there. So yeah, again, I recommend the San Rafael Tangine Dream, beautiful strain. You can go out and find this actually at Nova Cannabis. I know it's on their shelves. It's a really nice strain to smoke as well. Again, the terpene profile, those beautiful citrus undertones. Perfect pairing for our Nomad jerk chicken. Everyone, I hope you guys are having a great May long weekend. I hope to see you guys soon one day at the dinner table, but if not, next Sunday, 10:30 Mountain Time, I'll be in Calgary. We're going to be making another recipe. We're going to do something fun, and we're going to be giving away more prizes. So everyone, please, thank you so much for joining Nova Cannabis Sundays with the Nomad Cook, Chef Travis Peterson. All right, everyone, wash your hands!